play, gave the ball right back to Twin Valley, but they couldn't do anything with that. Once again, went 3 and out, and then Kennett finally got the ball with 7:24 to go in the first quarter, and they went 12 plays, total of 76 yards before they punched in a touchdown, and that was by Jordan Lardani, his first touchdown of the game. So he punched it in from 4 yards out, and they missed the extra point, so it was 6-0 at that point, and that was a 4-minute and 18-second drive. Twin Valley got the ball back and immediately fumbled the ball in the next play. So Kennett gets the ball back at the Twin Valley 22, and then just 4 plays later, they punch it in, and this time it was Torello who punched it in from 6 yards out, and a minute and 25 later, it was 13-0 as the extra point was good. Back to Twin Valley with 1:25 left in the first quarter. They start the drive at their own 33. Got it to the 39, but there was a motion penalty involved in that drive, and again had to punt the ball away. So those penalties have been killing them along with the fumbles. Kennett gets the ball back at their own 39, but they went 3 and out, including 2 incomplete passes there. Twin Valley, with 10:13 to go in the second quarter, they go 3 and out, starting to drive at their own 31. And then the next scoring play, Kennett gets the ball at their own 47 after the punt with 8:57 to go in the first half. And they go 53 yards in 9 plays, 4 minutes and 7 seconds. And Lardani takes the ball in from 6 yards out again, and the extra point is good, and it's 20-0. At that point, Twin Valley gets the ball back, immediately fumble on the next play. They run from their own 30. Kennett, however, couldn't do anything with that as they finally turned the ball over on downs. They had just advanced the ball 12 yards, so that was the one time that Twin Valley's defense kind of stepped up.
Yeah, they looked good on the last possession by Kennett. Maybe they found something. They made some adjustments. Hopefully they made some adjustments at halftime, put more guys up in the box to stop the run. You know they're going to run. Thomas said he only threw for 10 yards so far. That's an adjustment I would make if I was a coach.
And then finally, the last drive of the game, Twin Valley got the ball back after stopping Kennett at their own 18, but they just simply ran out of time with 1:16 to go, and they were able to advance the ball about 26 yards, but again, just ran out of time as the clock ends. And we go to the second half here, and the score is 20-0 in favor of Kennett. So what do you look for here in the second half?
I look for the same intensity by Kennett, run, as one of my keys to the game. Just for Twin Valley, you have to stop the run and give the ball to Fillmore.
Fillmore seems to be the most effective offensive player for Twin Valley so far. A couple of carries, but he's the only one who's really gotten some good positive yardage on that.
Yeah, he's 6 foot, 185 pounds, and he looks like a player. Just give him the ball. If Kennett's going out on offense and they have a few wide receivers out there, I would switch the defense over to still in zone coverage, but maybe do a linebacker blitz, maybe do a safety blitz, just so you could stop the run. We don't see that here yet today or this morning for Twin Valley.
Meanwhile, I guess Coach Scott Green for Kennett intersperses an occasional pass here and there. They haven't been very effective with that, 2 for 5 for 10 yards. I suppose maybe that's to keep the defense honest. On the other hand, I would continue to say, absent that last drive where Kennett stalled there, they've been effective on the ground. Keep it on the ground, and I think as the game continues on, Twin Valley's defensive line will continue to wear down because Kennett is just bigger on the line, and I think they'll be able to get big chunks of yardage there and as they just keep it on the ground.
Yeah, this is unprecedented. This is the first time I've seen Twin Valley in a few years. They look very small on the offensive and defensive line, and in general, they look like a small team. And Kennett's a little bit bigger than we're used to seeing, and they're just bullying Twin Valley around on the line.
Once again, I want to remind you, folks, that today's sponsors include Cotman Total Auto Care and Transmission of Paoli, Brandywine Hospital, it's better at Brandywine, the Engraving and Awards Center in Malvern, State Farm Insurance agent Willie Nelson, and Robert D. Fanning, realtor of Caldwell Banker Real Estate in Exton, all making today's broadcast possible, and we greatly appreciate that. But this is not the only football that we have on WCHE today.
Nope. I'm actually looking forward to this game tonight, Doug, that Bill Mason and Bill Warndell are going to be calling. Westchester East versus Westchester Ruston at Henderson tonight.
Got to cover all the schools there in Westchester.
all all at one venue.
And that game will kick off at 7. I believe the pregame will begin at 6:30 tonight. So tune in once again this evening for more high school football on WCHE. Other games today, another game being played at 10:30 this morning. Great Valley is at Penwood. And let's see, also this afternoon, Malvern Prep will be at Archbishop Carroll at 2 o'clock. Then Oxford at Solanco at 7 o'clock this evening.
Yeah, Bill and I talked yesterday during the Sports Chatter of Chester County about the Archbishop Carroll Malvern Prep game, Doug, and how the coach from Archbishop Carroll did not trade tapes to Malvern Prep. So Coach Pellegrini and the staff have like a little chip on their shoulder going down to D.C.
Yeah, that's interesting. They wouldn't do that. So that's a common practice among high schools. They trade videotapes of themselves with their opposing teams, with their opponents, and sometimes you don't have to, but sometimes they don't. So we'll see how that plays out. Meanwhile, we're ready to start the second half. Twin Valley will kick it off for to Kennett, and kicking it off is Austin Wells. He's a junior, and it's a little short kick, squib kick, covered up by William Mullen, and Kennett will once again have decent field position as they start out at their own 35-yard line.
That's the story of the game today, Doug, is awesome field position for Kennett. Their average start, I would say, is about the 35, 37-yard line. With the exception of the one play where they were at the 22-yard line after the fumble.
Yeah, Kennett started at the 39, the 24, the 33, the Twin Valley 33, the 39, the 47, and the Twin Valley 32. As we start things off here, and with the ball is Tomasetti on the keeper, and he gets no gain on that. Defense by Twin Valley, especially number 52, Ethan Snyder, checking up and dropping him at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Snyder was not fooled on that play. He read the quarterback's eyes the whole way and just hit him for a no gain.
So it'll bring up second down and 10 from the 35. And we'll see if they take your advice, Jason, and bring more men up into the box. Running right now with three linebackers, or two linebackers, and they have 5 down linemen. Here's Torelli on the option. Keeper is going to option it back to Torello, and it gets across the 40, 45, and it'll be enough for a first down. And Anthony Torello with a big run as they get it up near midfield.
Nigel Hill was on the tackle. And that was one person that Torello could have did not beat. If he would have beat him, he would have been sprung for a long touchdown run.
15 yards on the play, so it'll bring up first down and 10 from the 50-yard line for the Blue Demons. Early third quarter action from Kennett High School. Kennett leads 20-0.
Good clock management by Kennett so far. They're getting under 2 minutes here.
Here we go. Wing T formation. Tomasetti with the option again. This time he's going to keep it as he gets it into Twin Valley territory, and is still on his feet as he's shedding tacklers and finally drags everybody down to the Twin Valley 40-yard line. He initially got 5 yards in the carry. He was hit and actually went back about 3 yards, kept his feet moving, and finally got the ball to the 41-yard line for a 9-yard gain.
That was a great run by Tomasetti. He went up past the left tackle, left guard with the option play. Good blocking up front by wide receivers. Got hit, like you said, Doug. Went backwards 5 yards. I thought he just went backwards, but instead he goes forward and picks up the 9 yards for a 2nd and 1 coming up.
From the Twin Valley 41, Tomasetti has trouble with the snap and throws the ball on the ground, and it's picked up, and it's going to be a loss on the plays. Finally covered by Jordan Lardani, but not a good-looking play as Tomasetti not only had trouble with the snap, and then he pitched it, and it was a bad pitch, so maybe a little panic there on his part, and they lost about 3 yards on the play.
I think he was hurrying too much to get the ball off to Lardani. That's what resulted in the 3rd down play coming up.
So the ball now at the 44 after a loss of 3. So 3rd and 4 for Kennett. As Kennett continues to march up the field. Wing T, receiver wide left, and also one to the right now. And this time it's a handoff to Lardani, and he gets the ball straight ahead and enough for a first down inside the 40-yard line. And they will call it a first down. Good job by Lardani picking up that play.
That's just how powerful Lardani is. He busted through the middle on the halfback dive and picked up the first down for Kennett.
Lardani, just a junior, 6'1", 185 pounds. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Blue Demons from the Twin Valley 39. Third quarter action here at Kennett High School. Tomasetti with the snap, rolls to his left. He's going to keep it himself. He cuts it back up inside the 30-yard line, and he has enough for a first down as he gets the ball to the 27-yard line.
It's a great run by Tomasetti. He went up past the right tackle, saw there was an opening up where the linebackers were playing, busted through, and he had 2 men to beat, and he just couldn't get past them.
Pickup of 11 on the play, so it'll be first down and 10. And they actually spot the ball back at the 28 now. So his knees must have dropped there. And it'll be first and 10. So now Tomasetti asserting himself. He's got a couple of carries on this drive, 1 for 9 and 1 for 11. 3 receivers, slide to the left. Tomasetti hands it off to Lardani up the middle, 20, 15, 10, 5, and brought down inside the 5-yard line. Good, tough run by Lardani, and he is just short of the goal line, and it will be first and goal for Kennett.
That was a great shoestring tackle by Nelson.
And they'll spot the ball right at the 5.
Lardani did a great job running up the middle, cut back, and then Nelson just made that quick tackle.
So pick up a 23 on that run, and it'll be first and goal from the 5. 7:53 to go in the third quarter. Kennett trying to extend their lead. They currently lead 20-0. Tomasetti pitches it back to Lardani. Lardani is going to be snacked up behind the line of scrimmage. Good defense there by number 44, Danny Techman, as he actually loses a yard on the play.
And Snyder was on the tackle as well. And good containment by Twin Valley's defense. They have a good red zone defense, it looks like, here so far today, because it's the second or third time inside the 20 that they're stopping Twin Valley.
So it'll be second down and 6, second and goal from the 6 for Kennett. As they come to the line of scrimmage, they'll send a receiver wide left. Torello, the deep back. And it's going to be a handoff to Torello as he gets it off the right tackle, back inside the 5, or about to the 5-yard line, pickup of 1. So it'll bring up third down and goal from the 5.
Nice little run by Torello. He was trying to go in between the guard and tackle, but had no place to go, gain of 1.
Ball's on the far hash mark, so the wide side of the field is on the Kennett sideline. See if they run the play this way. Now Lardani is the deep back. And it's going to be an option play. Tomasetti with the ball. He cuts it back up inside. He is not going to get to the goal line as he falls forward, though, to about the 1. But he's going to be short, and my guess is they'll probably go for it here on fourth down after a pickup of 4.
Again, Twin Valley showing good poise in the red zone, stopping Tomasetti for to the 1-yard line.
Gain of 4 on the play, so it'll be 4th and 1 from the 1. And my guess is they'll go to Lardani, the power back, and see if he can just pull his way right up the middle. That'd be my guess.
I would think they would do a halfback dive here.
All right, so they come out, and they're going to call timeout as there's some confusion there. So Kennett calls timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here with 5:53 to go in the third quarter. And as Coach Scott Green wants to make sure that all the troops are on the same page.
Yeah, you need to be on the same page, so Scott Green's going to go out there and talk to him. Like you said, at halftime, I believe he's from Garnet Valley. Garnet Valley has a rich tradition of football and Central League, and I believe he's going to bring that to the table here at Kennett.
Yeah, it's really a lot of it has to do, of course, you need the physicality, the size, the weight training. A lot of it is a mindset.
Oh, yes, it definitely is. Just like how Dan Ellis is at Westchester East. He's trying to change that mindset to the Vikings team. Just like Matt Ortega came into Coatesville a couple years ago.
Right.
Changed the mindset from Tom Nichols. And what Coach Choi is doing at Great Valley, he's changing the mindset. That's what you have to do here.
Well, Kennett invested some money in their weight room and training facilities here and encouraged the players to work out all throughout the off-season. And they said that they have noticed a difference. So we'll see what happens here as they come out of the timeout. Kennett approaches the line of scrimmage. And here we go. 4th and goal from the 1. It's going to be handoff to Torello. He cuts it back up inside. Touchdown, Kennett. So Anthony Torello takes it in from the 1. I guess maybe everybody was keying on Lardani. They give it to Torello. He takes it in for the touchdown.
The offensive line did a great job pulling the defensive line to the left, making a big hole for Torello in for that 1-yard touchdown scamper.
So Torello takes it in, and here comes the extra point attempt. It'll be attempted by number 29, Brett Rose. and looking to add that 27th point to the total. Good snap. Ball is up, and it is good. And that makes it 27-0 with 5:48 to go in the third quarter. Kennett on top of Twin Valley. We'll take a break. You're listening to High School Football on